Hey YouTubers, it's me again, Ben. I'm not sure what this video is going to turn out to be. This is the first year that I'm really preparing, in my mind, to get ready for spring fishing. Up until this past year, I didn't really know that spring fishing was like the mecca of fishing, at least to get you to the fall anyway. So usually how it goes when I do this, I get the word from Jake and Daniel over at Macho Yak TV that we're going fishing. Jake says, we're going fishing tomorrow and you're going. And then I look at Daniel, and Daniel gives me a look like, yeah, if you don't go, you're a woman. So that's how it goes with us. So I have almost no time to prepare. We're going to have some good weather this week, as I'll put it up on the screen for you. It's going to hit the 70s a couple of days with a very low wind on Tuesday and Wednesday. So tomorrow's going to be a little, it's Sunday night, so tomorrow's going to be a little bit windy. We were going to go tomorrow, but it's going to be, the wind is going to be about 13 to 15 miles an hour. So we're going to go on Tuesday when it's supposed to be around 6, and we're going to go to the Manasquan Reservoir, which is probably my favorite place. None of us had fish finders last year, so it was a little tough, you know, once the spring was over and the fish weren't in the shallow water anymore. We had no way of knowing where they were, so after the spring it was a little tough for us to fish there last year. But now that we've all got fish finders and Daniel and Jake know how to read theirs, we'll be able to find some fish and hopefully get some good size summer fish this year. But I'm looking forward to the spring. You'll see, these are my poles. They're all pretty cheap. I haven't gone out and bought the $600 fishing pole with the $400 reel yet. Jake's trying. He's trying to get me to, because I guess he wants me to be a professional fisherman. But I'm still learning, like I've said 1,000 times. So I go with what I have. I did buy 3 of these poles last year, and Jake and Daniel showed me which ones to get, because I was a beginner, so they had me get beginner's poles. This one is a Quantum Octane. It's my only bait caster, and it took me a while to figure out how to use it. I got all the obligatory bird's nests in the reel the first week. I was ready to throw it in the trash after the first week, but I learned slowly, and I still bird nested every once in a while. Every once in a while a tree will jump out in front of me and my line will hit it and I'll have a major bird's nest. But I'm getting there. I caught my biggest bass on this pole, the one in the Paradox Lake video that didn't get away. I caught with this pole. I'm not sure what the ratio is on the reel. It was a combo. He already had the reel on it, so it's a Quantum Octane graphite rod, QX24. It says Micro Track Guide System, and the reel is also a Quantum Octane. It's an OCT 100. It is, I don't even know. The ratio is 6.2 to 1. I'm not sure how many bearings it has in it or whatever. Oh, 5. It says 5 bearings on it. So this is probably my best pole. And Jake's already trying to talk me into getting a new bait caster, so he's working on it, because I guess he wants me to catch fish too. This one, this is probably my worst pole, but I caught a couple fish on it. It's a Shakespeare rod. It cost me 15 bucks. It was another combo. I bought it at Dick's. I didn't have this. I think it's, I don't know, 5.5 feet or whatever. Yeah, probably 5.5 feet. I didn't have a medium action spinning rod, so this is medium action. It says 6 to 12 pound line, and it's got a I don't even know it's a Shakespeare reel, Navigator. I'm trying to read what the specifics are on it. I can't. But it was 15 bucks. So the first fish I caught on this, I got my money's worth. These two are a mess. They were I got the word a couple times in the winter that we were going winter fishing when the temperature hit 60. So so I just threw all my stuff in the car. I didn't put any lures on it or anything or any baits. I just threw them in the car. So these two are all tangled up. My dad gave me this one, I guess a few years ago. It's a Shakespeare Ugly Stick. It's probably a six foot pole, I guess 6.5 maybe. I don't have a 7-foot pole yet, and I see that's what people use, so that'll probably be my next. It's an Ugly Stick GX2. It looks like I dropped it in the mud, and it's got a Shakespeare 4-bearing reel on it. The gear ratio is 5.2 to 1. This has about, looks like about 100 feet left of line on it. I've never added line to this pole. I don't use it that often. But it looks like it's got about 100 feet of line on it, if that. So I've got to string these, and you'll see that's what these are for. I haven't bought any new line this year. I bought a few last year. Well, this one's not even open yet. And I've got some left over, so I'm going to go with that to start the year, especially since I only got 2 days to prepare. And this is another one Jake talked me into getting. It's a ultralight. This was like 60 bucks, and I enjoy fishing with this one. I caught all the 2 days that I was killing the crappies at Imlaystown. This is the pole I was using, and it was a lot of fun. It actually, I never saw the point of using an ultralight. I'm like, if you want to catch a fish, you should use a big pole, but I've discovered that kind of takes the fun out of it. If you're going to catch a little dinky fish with a giant pole and you don't even know the fish is on there, what fun is that? So that's the purpose of the ultralight. So you use small bait, and like we were using crappie magnets in Imlaystown or Assunpink, and we were catching fish, and it felt like you had a big fish. So it took a little struggle. It took a little struggling to get them in, so it was actually fun. So I'm glad I bought this pole, even though I didn't see the point. And I guess I'll have to look and see what it is. It's called the Extra Light IM6. I'm not even sure who makes it. I got this at Dick's also, and it's an extra light reel. And the line is all tangled up between this pole and the Ugly Stick. So, because like I said, I just threw them in the car, and I didn't even use them last time we went. I really don't know. It says how many bearings, but it's covered up by the reel itself. So I got to restring this too. I think it looks like I only got a couple 100 feet left down here at it, and the line's been on here all year. So I think I got 4-pound on here, so I should probably change that out too for tomorrow or for Tuesday. So I'm getting ready to go fishing. I'm all excited about this. I love the reservoir, and it appears they opened up a month early this year. I think last year they didn't open until April 1st for fishing, but we've had some warmer temperatures for New Jersey, so I think that's probably why they've opened it up a month early. And last year the fishing wasn't that great to the end of the year, and maybe they feel bad about that. They drained it, or they let it get really low. Last time we went there, the water was down about 10 to 15 feet. You could see the shoreline for like 100 feet more than you could. I mean, everything, all the cover was gone. It was pretty much a waste of fish there towards the end of the summer and in the fall when the fishing's supposed to be the best. So we didn't go there the second half of the year. So maybe that's why they're opening up a month early this year. And it's a great place for kayaking. I love it. It's called the Manasquan Reservoir, but it's really in Howell Township, which is near where my dad used to live, and it's got some great shoreline, and that's where I caught the huge pickerel that or to me huge that I did the video on. It's fun to fish there. So I'm gonna just keep the camera rolling and do some spring preparation as much as I can. Hope you enjoy it. way's probably easier. I guess I did the other pole the hard way. Yes, it's a Marshmallow campfire toaster, but it's what I use to put my line on when I'm putting the line on my pole. Maybe this year I'll break down and buy the real thing, but I figure you'd get a kick out of that. It's a tedious process, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Did I mention this was tedious? There you have it. 4 poles, all strung and ready to go. The next thing I gotta do is decide what kind of bait to use. Okay, I think we're ready. I'm just going to bring this. So, wish me luck. Tuesday, again, it's going to be 70 degrees. The water should be warming up a little. It'll probably be around 50 degrees by the time we're out on the lake. Thank you for watching. I hope I haven't gone on too long, as usual. And thank you to my subscribers, and if you like my video, click that little thumbs up thing, and if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribers are always appreciated. And comment down below if you got something you got to say. Thanks. Have a good night. God bless.
Bye-bye for now.